My name is Samir Garde. Recently taken over as the CEO for Capillary. My journey to Capillary, I came on the board of Capillary, I think on December 21. And then been doing a little bit of consulting work with the sales, marketing, customer success team till around August, September last year. And then the brave and courageous Anish decided to ask me to take over from him, which is, I think, very, very courageous of him after running this organization for 14 years. Size of the company has never really mattered to me, right? While I may have worked with companies which have very large revenues, some basics of, having the right values, having the right vision, mission, purpose for the organization is what has literally made me decide whether I should join a company or not. Cultural fitment has been a very, very important part of any decision making that I've done. I've actually worked with a lot of companies. So in 30 years, I've actually worked with around 8 companies. And there have been some formative companies, right? Or experiences more than companies. Number one was Nestle, which was the first 6 years of my career, way back in 1990. And I must say, that taught you how to kind of build brands and how to command a premium because of the brands that you build versus your competitors, and the customers were more than willing to pay for that. I think another formative year was taking on the Koreans while I was at Whirlpool. That is a great experience of trying to learn from them in terms of how products can be built with significantly more value for the customer and how they disrupted the market because of the products that they built. Third, I would say, is Dell, which in a way was based on the then GE principles of management and leadership. And I think my personal experience at Dell for around 10 years was very clearly an experience which taught me the basics of leadership at a level where I was now in the top management, so to say. And being taught leadership from the likes of Michael and Kevin Rollins and these kind of guys was an amazing experience. I personally never think of a company as big or small, or a job as big or small. I personally always look at, like I said, the culture, the potential for that company, the ability to disrupt a market, the ability to provide significant value for customers as the way I decide whether a company is good or bad for me to join personally. Adjusting from a large company to a startup, not much of an adjustment. I mean, this place where I'm here in Capillary right now, very similar to Dell actually. Dell was a company which believed in managing businesses very tight. Did not believe in splurging money on stuff which was considered opulent, right? So adjusting to this kind of stuff is not very difficult for me. I think there is what I call a vision that we've articulated already, that we want to be the best loyalty company on the planet, right? Now, there are ways of getting there. We need to take baby steps from where we are to getting to become the best loyalty company on the planet. And personally, I think we need to take those baby steps and learn to execute on those baby steps in a way where we know from now till the end of next financial year, where should we be, which is a profitable growth company, which means we're growing at around 30% and we are making good, healthy double-digit EBITDAs. That's a goal that we need to get to in the next 1 year. What do we need to do after that? Which is to basically become a significant player in the mecca of loyalty and the mecca of SaaS, which is the Americas market, and so on and so forth, right? So I think those are the steps for us to get to that vision that we have. From a customer point of view, I personally believe the big vision is a lot of marketers talk about the fact that marketing is about ensuring that you build loyal customer bases, right? But 90% of marketing money is spent on acquiring new customers, 70% of growth for those brands actually comes from existing customers. And only 10% is spent on loyalty. So you see the dichotomy here, right? 70% of your growth is coming from existing customers. 90% of your spends are happening on acquiring new customers. Only 10% is happening on loyalty. So I think the idea is to be able to impress upon marketers and business heads why they should actually be looking at doing more for their existing customers. Because that is where you're getting most of your growth from, most of your business from.